Yes, you guys, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a great start to your day, man, because for me, I know I'm definitely having a great start to my day, and I feel like my mood is feeling so positive due to the tweets I saw late last night from a certain Mr. Fabrizio Romano. In his tweets, he does report that a €100 million bid, including Marcos Alonso's valuation included in that bid, was put forward towards Inter Milan to try and sign Romelu Lukaku. I mean, these tweets were literally coming out during midnight, you guys. It was absolutely crazy on social media last night. And it seems like Lukaku is the #1 striker we are hoping to sign this window. In today's video, you guys, I'm going to break down all the news, all the updated news. I'm going to break down some questions as well, including, should we be signing Lukaku over Erling Haaland? Can we persuade Lukaku to sign for us in the first place? And what can Lukaku bring to the team if he does sign for us this window? So I hope you guys definitely do enjoy. You know, I want to see some love shown towards me, you guys. You know what I mean? I got a haircut for you. I did this for you. I did this for you guys. So it's only right that you can show some love back. Smash that like button, help me get over 3,000 likes for today's video. And before I get into things, let me get one quick plug out the way first. There's literally like 11 days until the start of the Premier League season, and I know that some of you guys still haven't bought any of the new home season kits, away kits, or training kit range for next season. What are you waiting for, you guys? Time is running out, and I'm here to hook you up. If you click on my affiliate links in the description below, you get access to my 10% off discount code NINI10 to get a full 10% off your final order. And of course, you know, the yellow and black kit is really getting quite popular. I'm seeing you guys copying it. I'm seeing all the stats behind that. The black kit too, the training kit items, absolutely beautiful. I really recommend that. And I feel that more and more people are warming to our new home kit for next season too. So as I'm saying, you guys, all the information is in the description below. And without wasting any more time, we start things off by discussing and breaking down all the updates surrounding this bid made for Lukaku. Now, as I was saying, Romano released the tweets late last night. I guess this would be the third bid put forward towards Lukaku, because we did find out yesterday that 2 secret bids were put forward to Inter Milan, were presented forward towards them, and they turned it down. Now, currently, that's 3 bids turned down from Inter Milan, and the question is, will the 4th bid be the correct one, the right one to allow them to sell? Now, as I was telling you guys this, and I'm going to say it again, I feel like I've been saying it time and time again, from the club's position, they aren't looking to make Lukaku the record transfer. That's why we saw Marcos Alonso included in this deal. Now, on paper, you don't understand why Inter Milan are turning that down. They do need the left wing back. They've been after Alonso for a very long time as well, and they're getting a ton of money for Lukaku too. But from Inter Milan's position, he is a key player. They don't want to sell, and Lukaku has had very positive talks with their new manager in Inzaghi. So, you know, right now, Inter hold all the power. But if an offer between €120 million and €130 million is presented towards them, they will take that forward, and of course talks will progress from there. Now, that's around €105 million to £110 million, and the club are not looking to pay that type of money. I guess once they're paying over €100 million, why are you not then fully committing towards signing Erling Haaland? Even though Lukaku is a key man at Inter Milan, he isn't indispensable. If the right money comes in, due to Inter Milan's precarious financial situation, they could do business. They could reinvest those funds because they have been looking at Zapata from Atalanta. Now, the question now turns towards, can we persuade Lukaku to sign for us? And I think that's a definitely valid question that should be presented and discussed, because Lukaku does have a soft spot for us. However, it's not that same soft spot that he used to have. Lukaku is feeling very content at Inter Milan. He feels very loved there, very appreciated there, and very settled playing in Italy too. As I've been saying to you guys beforehand, if we want to sign him, we have to make Lukaku feel that love. We have to make him feel appreciated. And I'm already thinking instantly, okay, in regards to, like, let's say a financial package, I'm guessing bare minimum, you'd have to make Lukaku the highest wage earner at the club. We know that currently Lukaku is earning €6 million per season at Inter Milan. He could easily double that if he was to sign for us. So this deal is going to be pretty expensive regardless. But my thing is, could money possibly be enough? Now, if Inter Milan, you know, took control away from Lukaku and said, you know what, ideally we want you to stay, but the money is too good to turn down, I'd feel like Lukaku is going to want a lot of assurances to feel content before he signs. And, you know, it reminds me of something that one of my guys said on a group chat last night by saying that when Lukaku was at Man United, He said in an interview that the reason why he didn't perform to his very best was that he didn't feel that love and appreciation. That is the platform he needs to be able to show what he can do and play his football to his confident best. At Inter Milan, he got that from Antonio Conte. He knew that Conte wanted him for a very long time. The system was ready for him, and Conte put in a lot of time with Lukaku to really maximize his game in the system. Now, we've all seen those reports, you guys, of, Conte biking with Lukaku for 3 months on his back-to-goal play. For those 3 months, there was a drill where Lukaku literally had Ranocchia behind him every single time, and every time that he didn't control the ball properly, trap that, or release it quickly enough, the drill would have to restart again. And it's no surprise that, by doing that consistently, his first touch in those situations has dramatically improved. And also looking at his physique as well, he looks like he's ascended in that sense. He looks so slim, he looks so shredded as well. And I feel like this is definitely Lukaku at his absolute world-class peak. At 28 years old, only just turning 28, he's not close to being 29 years old. Ideally, you sign him, you're getting bare minimum 5 top-class seasons from him. And of course, you break that money down over 5 seasons, it does work out to make sense financially. But my thing is still though, Lukaku's no idiot. He's going to know that he is the second choice option. The efforts he made for Haaland was so public, so bait, that everyone's going to know that. And I guess this now follows on nicely to, should we be signing Lukaku over Erling Haaland? Now, I'm sure you guys are thinking the same thing, but does this move for Lukaku spell the end for anything for Erling Haaland? Because the moment you commit to a deal like this, I can't ever see us signing Haaland in the future. Maybe deep into the future, but we're not going to sign him anytime soon. And my thing is, I have a feeling that Inter Milan are going to be stubborn. They're going to want the money they want. We saw how they moved with Hakimi. They got literally close to the valuation they wanted to begin with and got their money in the end. Throughout this entire window, we've been looking to offer players and exchange time and time again to bring the overall cost down, and it hasn't worked so far. Are we going to keep making that same mistake? I know the argument for Haaland is that if we don't sign him now, we'll never have that chance to sign him, but that's something I just don't believe or can co-sign, to be fair, because I do feel that the fan base can be a bit cynical in regards to the team and what we can do. I remember in the 1920 season, no one thought we were going to get a top 4 finish, but we did. Last season, no one saw us getting a trophy, but we did get one as well. And I think the team is a lot better than we actually think it is. I do feel that we can have another successful season for the 21-22 season. We're destined to get at least 2 trophies minimum. We're competing in so many tournaments and trophies, you guys, and I do think there's enough quality in the squad to potentially mount a title challenge. And as I keep saying, Havertz is only going to score more. Timo Werner is only going to score more. Mount's influence keeps growing season by season. Hakim Ziyech has had a great preseason so far, and this is a guy that gets you goals and gets you assists. We definitely have them in the team right now, and I think with this current setup, we could get the very best out of all our attacking players. I'm saying this because I think we could sacrifice not signing a striker for 1 more season, potentially making a move for Haaland in January, or spending the next 12 months securing him so he signs for us next season. Because if you can sign this guy for 75 million, which would be less than the value of Lukaku, is that gamble not worth it? Let's look at Liverpool, for example. One of the reasons behind their success recently is that they didn't just sign anyone and everyone. If they couldn't get their top 1 or top 2 targets, they just didn't sign any players in those positions because they knew in the long term it makes more sense to wait to build that perfect squad you need instead of potentially taking gambles and then flopping and causing more hardships. Could we take a leaf from Liverpool's book? I definitely think there's something there. For me, even though I love Lukaku, I'm sorry, all this talk of Haaland, it feels so anticlimactic for the deal to just end up being absolutely nothing. And I don't know if my heart could just accept it like that. And who knows, would it not be smart business here, from a hypothetical one, to maybe try to sign Griezmann on loan for 1 season, if it meant going in for Haaland, knowing that he's going to cost less than half the money that he costs for this season. Barcelona have a financial situation. They'd be very happy to get Griezmann off their wage bill, and I'm sure that Griezmann would love to come to the Premier League for a season, and I think he'd be another amazing player in this current setup. But that's my opinion, you guys, behind it. But the reality is, if you don't sign Haaland now, maybe we never ever sign him. And can we afford to do something like that? But anyway, of course, you guys, to end things, you know, it's not all doom and gloom. I want to discuss Lukaku and discuss what he can bring to the team and why he is a great signing. Now, of course, I'm a fan of Lukaku, but if I'm keeping things real, he would be my second choice candidate behind Erling Haaland, of course. But the great thing about both of them is that they do play that same role up front. I would say that Lukaku's game is more developed than Haaland's by far. I think that his hold-up play is incredible. I think his link-up play has got even better as well. You know, his finishing, he's got a lot more clinical. He doesn't need as many shots on goal too as well. And of course, you can play towards him. You can play with his back to goal. You can run him behind. He does that complete centre-forward role. He has that experience playing in the Premier League. He's scored against nearly every club in this country too. And I think what really excites me the most is that to get the best out of Lukaku, you need to have players playing close to him and playing off of him. At Man United, he was like the isolated target man. They told him to put on the pounds and it just didn't work at all. It was no surprise he was so dense and balls were bouncing off him. Now this guy's fully ascended. I'm seeing Ultra Instinct Lukaku right now, you guys. And you know, when you have players like Kai playing off him, Ziyech, Guvano, etc, etc. And also, considering too that we are seeing us using a 3-4-1-2 up front. 2 strikers playing up front together. I think you've got Kai as an option and Werner as an option too. That would work incredibly well alongside Lukaku. And it's something similar to, you know, what he's been doing and producing at Inter Milan, playing with Martinez. Lukaku is a world-class striker without a doubt. It'll be interesting to see how we bring the cost down. But one thing this window is that all deals have been dependent on us selling players first. So if we're making a move for Lukaku, maybe this is implying that Tammy Abraham's future is close to being sealed. Arsenal are one of the favourites right now. He wants to go to them. He doesn't want to go West Ham. I mean, when you've won a Champions League and you're playing with top players like this, you don't go to clubs like West Ham. I'm sorry, it just don't work like that. But I don't know. I feel like the money will be the issue. And I would be very surprised if we paid over 100 million to actually sign Lukaku. If we did, this would show their desperation to get someone up front. But at the same time, do we have to feel that desperate considering the attacking talent that we have and considering that these guys will only improve the output up front? For me, we could really rectify a lot of our goal scoring issues by maybe having like different formations to use to incorporate more attacking players that could definitely offset the lack of goals in the team. But of course, you guys, right now, that is everything behind this current Lukaku news. In the comments below, share your thoughts and opinions for sure on this one. Really, share your thoughts and opinions because this is definitely a discussion for the fan base. So you guys, on that note, I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to keep things moving. Thank you for watching. I'm Nini FC. This is Blue Line TV. I'll catch you man later with some more videos. Cool.